Right, we've got Eloise next. Good morning, Eloise.
Good morning, hello.
Good morning. So, this is about your husband. Now, you're pregnant, aren't you?
I am indeed.
You're pregnant
yes.
at the moment, and you say your husband's been working away in the week, and you only see him at weekends, so things are beginning to get very difficult, and he's watching more and more porn. Has this started since you've been pregnant, or is this something he's always done that's only starting to bother you now?
Well, it's something that I think he has always done, but I think I've sort of picked up on it more throughout the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And obviously being pregnant, I'm not feeling attractive anymore myself anyway, so I'm not sure whether I class it's cheating, but, definitely sort of disrespectful in the relationship.
Yeah.
I think the main problem with pornography, which is absolutely true, that a lot of blokes in particular, but also some women, don't regard as cheating if they're using pornography alone. But most partners are very hurt by finding out about it. And a really damaging thing about pornography these days, because it is, it's online, it's so accessible, and it has a real tendency, and sexual experts are discovering this more and more, has a real tendency to draw people in and to encourage them to move on to harder and harder material. And so it actually has a numbing effect on their own sexual responses. So it's not just a question of, you feeling threatened by, you feel all big and pregnant and he's looking at these very unusually sort of, curvy women who are in pornography. It is actually damaging, probably, his sexual responses. And, of course, the material that is on there isn't just, normal, easy stuff. I mean, it does tend to just push people towards the hard material. So have a talk with him and say how worrying you find it. The difficult issue you may find is that he is more addicted than he will have admitted to himself, let alone to you. So in asking him to stop and really cut right down on his use of pornography, you may find, he won't tell you this, but he will actually struggle to do it. But there is help out there. There's a website which is called sexaddictionhelp.co.uk. That's a very good one. And there's also an organisation called Sex Addicts Anonymous. And he needs to, to look at what it says there and start being honest with himself. And also the two of you, he's working away, I know you're not feeling that sexy, but you can get into sexting. There's all sorts of ways of being in sort of sexy contact with him. Yes, no, I don't mean out with strangers. But, you try and build up some of that sort of sexual steam between you as well. I know it gets harder for some women the further on pregnancy gets, but try and stay close, try and kiss and cuddle when he is home, so that you're not, there isn't a great cold gulf opening between you.
All right, Eloise.
Thank you very much indeed.